pillow and come to a seated position. Okay. So just finding a nice comfortable seat. Root down through your sit bones. Start to grow a little bit taller. So see if you can lengthen your spine. See if you can sit up any taller and grow through the crown of your head. And just start to notice the breath as it comes in and out. Maybe start to count in and out for 4. And just slowly start to bring your awareness to the length. See if you can clear everything else from your mind and just focus on that breathing. Good. Bringing your hands to your baby. And then just check in. So give yourself a smile just as you remind yourself and acknowledge why we are here. So just softly start to let the breath come in and expand into your belly. Allow your belly to expand and softly release. Feel your belly hug back, and if you just imagine you're hugging your baby in nice and tight, drawing your baby back. Deep breath in and out. And then just drawing your chin down to your chest. Let your head just be heavy here. Allow your shoulders just to melt away. Softly drawing your ear down to your shoulder. So let's go to the left side first. Stretching into the right side of your neck. And then back up to the center. Over to the right. Stretching into the left. Keeping one hand on your baby. This time as you bring your ear down to your shoulder. So if we go to the left, just keeping your right hand on your baby, bring your left hand up and over, just touching your right ear. So drawing your left ear down a little bit further, stretching that right side of your neck, feeling your shoulders melt away, creating that space. Inhale and exhale. Releasing the left hand back down. Bring the left hand to your baby. Just drop your chin down to your chest. Let it hang here nice and soft. Then we'll go to the right. Right ear comes to your right shoulder. So just check in. Notice how you're feeling. Keeping your left hand on your baby. Release the right hand. Right hand comes up and over. Just let that right fingertips just touch your left ear as you draw your ear down to the right side. Keep breathing, noticing how you feel, how you're opening. And release. Bring that right hand back down. Chin comes to your chest. Let your head hang. A couple of yeses, a couple of no's. Just shaking your head from side to side. Breathing in, expanding into your belly. Breathing out, drawing your baby up, up, nice and tight. Give your baby a big hug. Bring your hands to your heart, your hands in prayer. Just softening your facial muscles, so relaxing your eyelids, relaxing your eyebrows. Close your eyes, lick your lips, and just let the tip of your tongue rest inside the roof of your mouth. Everything my baby needs is here. I am everything my baby needs. Just notice how that makes you feel. Say it back to yourself. And then just hold it here as you remember everything your baby needs is right here. Give yourself a smile and slowly look up. Really good. So sitting up nice and tall. Push those fingers in towards each other. Really push your palms in towards each other. So your wrists are pushing together and your chest is opening. As you push your hands together, see if you can grow taller, sit up any taller. Take an inhale Then as you exhale, release your hands out to the side. So come up onto those spider fingers. You're going to walk your left hand over to the side. Walk all the way nice and wide. And then you're going to look down at the left wrist. And then you're going to bring your right hand up. So it's a nice big open chest. So rooting down through the left hand, right hand's up. Then you're going to take that left hand behind you. So find the floor, left hand's behind you, use the floor, find that traction. You're going to turn your right palms up. You're going to look up to your right fingertips. Inhale, reach that right hand up. And exhale, release the right hand down. Left hand comes forward. Do the same on the other side. So just walking the right hand out to the side. Root down through the right fingertips. Roll the shoulder, the right shoulder down. Inhaling and lifting the left arm up. Checking in with your neck. So looking up to the left, looking down to the right. Then walking that right hand behind you. Push down through the floor. Lift up. So sit down for those sit bones. Lift up through your arms. And then turn your left palm up. Reach up nice and tall, chest is open. Exhale, release it down. Good. Hands are still behind you, so fingertips on the floor. Roll your shoulders. Chest is up nice and high. Inhale, open that chest. Exhale, sweep the arms out in front of you. Interlace your fingers. Push your fingertips, your knuckles away from you. So knuckles push away. And shoulder blades push away, and tuck your chin into your chest and feel that spine rounding as you stretch your knuckles away and your shoulder blades away in opposite directions, pulling forward, pulling back, really rooting down to that sit bone and curving through your spine. Releasing your hands, inhale and sweep the arms behind you almost as if you're doing a breaststroke. Hands come onto the floor, spider fingers on the floor, roll those shoulders, open up through that chest. Really roll those shoulders back. And then again, inhale, sweep the arms forward. Interlace those fingers. Push the knuckles away, tuck your chin into your chest. Push your shoulder blades back. Nice curve. Inhale, releasing your hands. Sweep the arms back, almost like that front crawl, so just nice and fluid. Round your shoulders. Fingertips stay on the floor here. Sit up nice and tall. Chest is open. Inhale here and sigh the breath out. Really good. Okay, shake your hands. We're going to come onto our hands and knees. So bring yourself forward, finding your tabletop position. So you're going to have your hands wide, your hands under your shoulders, but your knees nice and wide. Okay, so just take a moment here, just going to rock in through your hips. So knees are wide, top of the feet are on the floor, and you just want to start to make some shapes. So sitting back, coming forward, just starting to really warm up into your hips. So maybe rocking back from heel to heel, sitting back onto those heels, reaching the arms forward, and then coming forward, just having a play, maybe dropping your hips down, sitting back onto those heels, and coming forward. So this is just your chance to really explore and be curious as to what feels good for you. Because what feels good for you may not be the same as everybody else. So I'm just giving you ideas. If you want to add some strengthening here, then as you come up, come down onto your forearms and then push yourself forward and up. So you're engaging into your upper arms. So if you want to add that little bit of strengthening, sitting back towards your left heel and rock over to your right and bring the elbows down onto the floor. So elbows and forearms are on the floor, and then push your chest comes forward and up. But just explore, so having a go, so moving around, taking a couple of breaths, finding your own natural rhythm. And then slowly find a child's pose. So you want to take your knees as wide as the mat, toes together, and then walk your hands down the mat, finding a nice, comfortable resting pose. So rocking into those You want those hips as open as possible, hands forward, and maybe bring your forehead down to the floor so you're nice and long. And then as you breathe in, you're going to feel your belly expand. And exhale, going to release. And again, in and release. Once more, in and release. Walk the hands back so that you can come back into your tabletop position, and we'll start to round through the spine. So you want to come into a nice stable tabletop position with your hips facing down, top of your feet are on the floor. So first of all, notice where you're looking, and what I like to suggest is that you have your thumbs kind of about 2 hands away from each other, and your gaze is directly through your thumbs. So it just means that you've got your focus and you've kind of created that midline. So if you're looking down into that midline, so you're literally looking inside your thumbs, the crown of your head's shooting forward and your sit bone is shooting back, and your spine is really straight. You're going to breathe in and hug your baby up and towards your spine. So you're going to just engage into your pelvic floor. Hug your baby up. Have no dips in your spine at all. It's a lovely long line. Root down through those fingers, engaging into your arms. Breathing in and breathing out naturally, hugging your baby in nice and tight. We're going to start to do some nice spinal rolls, so your cat-cow. So on your next inhale, I want you to tilt your pelvis up. Your sit bone shoots up to the ceiling and your belly drops down, down, down. So nice, deep, deep dip in your lower back. And then while you're here, round your shoulders and lift your chest. If it feels nice, look up. Otherwise, keep looking down and just really focus on accentuating your belly dropping away so you've got no tension on your hips. As you exhale, you want to tuck that pelvis under, stretch the shoulders up to the ceiling, so your focus here is stretching, rounding a lovely big C. Inhale again, just drop the belly, but really push your hips up to the ceiling. Lovely dip, roll those shoulders. You may want to look up or just work into it, go with your breath. And then exhale, round the spine, tuck your sit bone under, stretch the shoulders, high, high, high. Inhale. Nice big dip, round the shoulders and look up. Exhale, round out. So just taking another 3 rounds, your own natural rhythm here. Just playing here, maybe swaying side to side. Really stretching those shoulders up high. 2 more. Last one. Good. Take the knees out to the side, toes together. Sit back onto those heels, rock your hips side to side, bring your hands down, arms down, head down. Breathe here and lengthen through the spine, just counteracting that compression. Everything's long, creating that space. Keep breathing. One more breath. And sigh the breath out. Really good. Okay, bring your hands back under your shoulders. Bring yourself back into your tabletop position. I'm going to just flip round so you can see front on. So you're in your tabletop position. I want you to bring your right foot outside your right hand. Okay. So from here, just play. So lunging forward or sitting back, maybe stretching into the back of your leg. Just playing around here, lunging forward or sitting back, maybe lifting those toes up, really sitting back onto the left heel, stretching into your hamstring. Keep moving. It's a nice fluid. Inhaling and exhaling. Then coming forward and rooting down through that right knee. Bringing your right elbow to your right knee. You're going to bring yourself up. So from here, while you're sitting up here in your lunge, you can use your elbow for support. I want you to lift your left arm up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, see if you can bring that left hand over to the right. So a nice side stretch. If it feels like you need a little bit more balance, bringing your right hand down onto the floor, that's an option. Otherwise, just keeping the elbow there. Keep breathing. Maybe bring your hand to your baby as you stretch. We're just starting to maybe engage in through your pelvic floor, so hug your baby nice and tight here. Lovely stretch through the side body. And then sitting up nice and tall again. Now if you feel stable here, bringing your right hand up as well. You're going to grab hold of an imaginary beach ball, turning your pinky fingers in and rolling your shoulders back. Inhaling here, exhaling, really strong through that right leg. Squeeze your bum and hug your baby up to your spine. So tuck your pelvis forward, almost like a thrust here. Arms are up. Inhale, we're going to take your hands behind your back, interlacing your fingers, rolling your shoulders, opening up through your chest. Take a deep breath in here and sigh the breath out. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands come down inside that right foot. Just playing again, coming forwards and backwards. Maybe rolling over onto that right foot so that your foot's open. Maybe just pushing that right knee away from you. So bringing all of your weight onto the left hand. Chest comes forward and just kind of pushing, opening, drawing that right knee out to the side. So we're just stretching your inner thighs. So as you kind of expand, you've got a little bit more space, just keeping that elasticity. Roll your shoulders. If you want to, take your right hand back and look back here. Inhale, exhale, release, both hands come back down. You're going to take that right knee back behind you. Just take a cat-cow just to reset. So breathe in and drop your belly, hips up, rock side to side, roll your shoulders, look up. Exhale, round your spine, stretch those shoulders up high, maybe taking a child's pose just to take a breath. Toes together, sit on those heels, walk your hands forward and drop your head down, lengthening through your spine here. Keep breathing. One more breath. Really good. So bringing your hands back onto your shoulders. We'll do the same on the left side now. So find your way back up into your tabletop position and then bringing your left foot outside your left hand. And then just starting to move. So coming forward and backward. Maybe starting to lift that left toes up, so you're coming back onto your heels, so just starting to stretch into your left hamstring. And just checking in, so it feels different on both sides. So as you start to move, it might feel nice and you might want to kind of go deeper. As you start to move, it might feel a little bit tight and you just want to stop, breathe and move on the exhale. We're not trying to push here, we're just trying to explore and gently open. Come to stillness. Going to bring that left elbow up onto your knee and lift your chest up. Good, sweeping your right arm up. Breathing in here. As you exhale, gently stretching over to the left side. And again, if you need to balance, just bringing your left hand down onto the floor. Good. Keep breathing. Maybe left hand comes to baby. Hug baby up nice and tight. Squeeze your bum. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. Coming back up. Both arms come up now. Turning those pinky fingers in. Roll your shoulders. Sweep the hands behind you and interlace your fingers behind your back. Roll those shoulders. Knuckles shoot down towards your heels. And then just releasing your first fingers So you're kind of pointing your fingertips back towards your heels. Chest is open, root down through the left foot, squeeze the left thigh, squeeze the bum. Really good, hug your baby nice and tight, kind of thrust your hips forward. Really good, breathing in, exhale, release. Both hands calm down, left knee. Oh sorry, we're gonna just stay open. So just rocking forwards and backwards again. Sorry, I forgot, we need to do everything on both sides, otherwise it's not equal. And then maybe rolling over onto that left foot. So just opening up onto the left foot. And just use your hand now to push the left knee down, root down through the whole right hand, and maybe looking over your left shoulder, maybe taking the left hand back, looking back. Both hands come on the floor, releasing your left knee, finding your cat-cow just to reset. So drop the belly, rock those hips, nice wiggle. And then exhale, knees up to the side, toes together, sitting on those heels, and walk your hands forward. Bring your head down, lengthening here. And take 3 breaths just to reset. Really good. Okay, bring yourself back onto all fours. So I'm going to just shuffle back round, and we're just going to do some nice release for sciatic pain, anything that's tight in your pelvis. So from your coming into your hands and knees, we're going to do the right leg first, and just take your right foot back and tuck the right toe. And then just start to come forwards and backwards. So start to stretch into that right calf, so just stretching the heel down, coming forwards and backwards. And then if you start to feel tight in your wrists here and you need to come down, you're welcome to do this on your forearms, because you're kind of coming forward and backwards, whatever feels good. Or just with your hands in a fist. And then you just want to flip your foot, so the top of your foot's on the floor. And if you just want to imagine that you're kind of taking your leg out of the socket. So as you come forward, you're just kind of dragging that hip down and then back. Again, as you come back, it's just kind of heavy. It's almost like that leg is just being dragged. And as you drop it down, you're just releasing tension off your hips and just dropping your belly forward, pushing your hips forward. It's a good idea to wear socks when you do this, because it slides easier. So just having a play, dropping down and back. Give it a shake. Do the same on the other side. So let's just sit back and release tension in our wrists first. So mine are like so coming back, sitting on your heels, hands come together, elbows together. Just rotate those wrists. Give it a shake. Left fingertips pull down. Turn it up so the left fingertips pull back. And then on the right side, right fingertips come down. And then flip it, pull them back. Really good. So do the same on the other side. So coming back into that tabletop position, left toes come back, tuck the left toe, and just draw the heel back and forwards, first of all, just to warm up into your leg. And then flipping your foot, so the top of your foot from the floor and pointing the toe. And you're just going to draw your hips forward and slide it back. Draw your hips forward and slide it back. So it's literally as if you're just shaking your leg out the socket. And again. And come back to your tabletop position. Well done. Sitting back on your heels, just another conditioning for your wrists, elbows together, rotate. Really good. So just getting into the habit of keeping the blood coming all the way to your fingertips. So just kind of shaking your hands, making those stars. Just keeping everything moving. And I always say, kind of send the breath there. So it's almost as if you're sending your breath just to keep everything nice and oiled. Okay, so coming back into your tabletop, and then we're going to slowly work up to standing, and we'll do some more stuff on the wall. Just stay nice and mobile. So hands in all fours, tuck your toes, lift your knees. Sit your hips back to your heels, slowly lift your hips up nice and high. Soft knees, look forward, up on those tiptoes. Walk your hands back towards your feet, and then sit your hips back into a squat position. Your elbows come onto your knees. You can just toe heel your feet a little bit wider out as you sit those hips back. Chest is forward, breathing in here, breathing out, lifting your hips up, drop your head down. Head's nice and heavy. Just add some mobility, so walk your hands forward, finding that nice low downward dog with your hips up nice and high and your soft knees. Breathing in here, then exhaling, walking your hands back towards your feet, drop those heels down, bend the knees and sit down into that squat position. Really good. Elbows on your knees, chest is forward. Breathing in, exhale, hips up, drop your head down, nice and heavy. Slowly bend your knees and walk your hands forward again. So it's nice and primal. Soft knees, hips high, and then walk your hands back so you can drop your heels down. Toes face forward, elbows on your knees, sit those hips back. Find that chair, chest is forward. This time reach your hands forward, squeeze your thighs. Inhale, exhale, release. Head's heavy. This time we're going to roll up. So root down through those feet. Roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up. Draw those shoulder blades back. Come to stand in your mountain pose. Good. Just sway your arms from side to side. Give yourself a shake. Shake your legs, shake your arms. Good. Right, so now we're standing up. We'll work on nice pelvic stability. So toes face forward, soft knees, hands on your hips. We're going to do our camel tilt. So you're going to breathe in and hug everything in. It's almost like you're zipping everything into the midline. Everything's tight. Hug it in. Then as you breathe out, softening the knees, tilt your hips back, drop your belly down. Inhale, everything's tight. Exhale, release. Inhale, everything's tight. Exhale, release. Now we're going to add the golden thread breath. Okay, so inhale, everything's tight, hug it in, tuck baby up into your spine. As you exhale, blow, so softening your jaw, lick your lips, nice, really small O here, then we're going to blow nice and gently, tilting your hips, everything goes. Inhale, exhale, blowing away that dandelion seeds. Inhale, hug it in, exhale, 3 more. Inhale, hug it in, exhale, really tilt the hips back. Inhale and exhale. Once more. Tuck everything in. Exhale. Really good. Drop your head down. You're going to just tuck your shoulders nice and high. Round your back. Bring yourself up to standing. Hands on your hips. Feet nice and wide. Just draw some circles. Keep everything moving. Really good. Okay, you're going to take your feet a little bit wider. So feet about as wide as, not as wide as your your ankle, your wrist, but maybe about halfway out, halfway in. You don't want to be too wide. Then I want you to turn your feet out. So your feet are at a 10 to 2 almost, or maybe even a quarter to 3. So what you're doing is kind of rotating your thighs out and tucking your sit bone under. So knees are out, sit bones under, thighs are rotated upwards, belly's drawn in. So hug baby up nice and tight into your spine. Elbows into your ribs, hands are out. Inhale here, exhale, bend your knees. Good. Inhale, tighten it up. Exhale, bend your knees. Inhale, tighten it up. Exhale, bend your knees. We're going to just add your hands out. Beautiful goddess. Elbows in line with your shoulders, hands open. If you've got a wall near you and you want to kind of just push everything against the wall, this is great. Inhale, straighten those legs. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. This time we're going to blow out as we bend. So, good. Inhale, up. Exhale, blow. Once more. Inhale, up. Exhale, blow. Hold it here. Good. Hands to your hips. Straighten your legs. Turn your feet in. Toe heel, toe heel, toe heel. Everything. Give it a shake. Well done. Okay. While we're here, we've got strong legs. I'm going to do a little balance, but don't worry too much. Do you think I'm mad? So your feet are wide. You're going to bring your right foot over your left knee. Push that right knee out so you're opening up into your hip, and you're going to sit down. So just have a play. Good. Hands to your heart. Good. We'll do it a little bit deeper at the wall, but just have a play here. Slowly coming back up. Releasing that right foot. Do the same on the other side. So we did all that hip opening with the lizard, so it's a nice kind of progression. Feet face forward, soft knees, left foot up on the knee. Push that left knee away from you, and then bend the right knee. Sit yourself down, stretching into your hips, hands to your hearts. Good. Breathing in and release. Standing up, give it a shake. Good. Grab a drink, take a child's pose. I needed a drink. I always forget. Grab a drink, take a child's pose at any time. And then I'm going to give you some suggestions at the wall again. So, yeah, stay down in your child's pose. Just take about 5 breaths. So, knees out to the side, toes together, and breathe. So while you're here, just staying in a nice neutral position first with your hands forward, breathing for 5 breaths. And then slowly coming up onto your fingertips. So staying head down, fingertips on the floor. So you're lifting your wrists and elbows off, engaging into your triceps. And then just slowly walking your left hand over to the left. Breathing in here, maybe your right hand goes as well. Just have a play, see what's comfortable here. Stretching the right side of your body. Releasing your wrists and elbows back down onto the floor. Turning onto your right cheek or just your forehead. Lengthening through that right side of your body. Breathing in, breathing out. And then walking your hands back to the center. Reaching forward, head on the floor. Another 5 breaths here. And then maybe taking that right hand over to the right. Maybe your left hand goes as well, just having a little movement, exploring, checking in. And then coming back to the center. We're going to come back into your tabletop position. While we're here on the floor, we'll have a little play with the puppy dog position. It's quite deep in your shoulders, so have a go. Just walk your hands forward so that your hips stay high and your chest comes down. So just have a play here. Maybe just rest your forehead on the floor, or if it's comfortable, your chin. Push those hips up and reach your hands and chest forward. And then slowly bring yourself back. Really good. Okay, so from your tabletop position, you're going to tuck your toes under. Lift your knees and walk your hands back towards your feet, finding that squat position. Elbows on your knees, sit those hips back. Breathe in here. And then tuck the chin in, draw everything up. Nice big C with your back, so pushing those shoulders up to the ceiling, bringing yourself up to stand. Roll your shoulders, shake from side to side. Really good. Then we're going to do the warrior sequence against the wall. So if you bring yourself to the wall so that you've got almost an arm's width away, and then you just want to come, walk your hands to the wall, walk your feet back. And I like to come down quite low. So finding whatever's comfortable for you, but walking your hips back so you've got a lovely right angle. And then just drawing your chest down to the floor and stretching through your back, your legs. Breathing in and breathing out. Bending into the left knee. Stretching into the right leg. And swapping sides. And then have a play here. You may want to take your feet wider. Really draw your chest down to the floor. Really open up through those shoulders. Nice long spines. Just let your belly hang. Let every bit of pressure just drop and release. And then pushing the wall away to bring yourself back up. You're going to push the wall away to lift your chest and walk yourself a little bit closer to the wall now so we can do your warriors. So your hands are arm width apart. You're going to bring your right toe up to the wall and bend the right knee so your right knee is touching the wall. And then your left foot, just going to turn it on a diagonal. So the left toe shooting up to the left side of the room. And then you're going to just round your hips. So you're going to roll that left hip forward, right hip back. You're going to bring your hands up onto the wall. You're going to just walk both hands up and then draw your chest to the wall here. Breathing in, breathing out. Keep rolling your left hip forward and your right hip back. Drawing your chest to the wall. Maybe bring your head onto the wall. If it's not comfortable to have your arms up high, making a pillow with your hands and just resting your head there. It's much better to find out that it's not comfortable now than if you want to kind of use this as a relaxation when you're preparing for birth, in labour or in your later stages. Just knowing that it feels much better to have your hands down than up. And then slowly walk your hands back down so that your hands are in line with your shoulders. You can push yourself away. Take your right foot to meet your left. Find your downward dog again. So pushing your hips back, drawing your chest down, breathing here. One more breath. And pushing them all the way to bring yourself all the way back up. And then walking forward again so that your arm width away from the wall. This time, left toe comes up to the wall, left knee is bent at the wall. Right foot's on a diagonal, so the right foot shooting up to the right hand side of the wall, right edge of the room. Then your right hip rolls forward and your left hip rolls back, so the pelvis is aligned. Just walking your hands up the wall and drawing your chest forward. Keep rolling that right hip forward and the left hip back. Maybe making a pillow with your arms or maybe stretching your arms up to the wall. Breathing here. Good. Walk your hands back to under your shoulders, push the wall away. This time we're going to stay arm distance apart, pushing your hands onto the wall, bend your elbows, draw your chest forward, and then push away. So you're just engaging into those triceps. Inhale and exhale, strengthening your upper arms, your upper body. Just drawing yourself forward, so just pushing back and forward. Take 2 more. And then from here, we're going to just walk your hands up the wall and then kind of push your hips out and draw your chest forward. So this is what I like to just call a hanging. So you're really stretching your shoulders and your belly's just off your hips. You're just really soft. If it's not comfortable with your arms straight, again, just maybe making a pillow with your forearms, with your hands, whatever feels good. Drawing your belly down, drawing your chest towards the wall and your hips back away from you. Breathing in and out. And with soft knees, maybe swaying side to side. Relieving pressure. Just breathing calmly. And then finding your downward dog, just to stretch everything out again. So walk those feet back and lengthen your spine. Really good. Slowly pushing yourself back up. We'll do that balance we just did using the wall again. Sorry, so using the wall again. Right foot just a little bit on top of your left knee and sit back. Maybe making that pillow. Sitting back, stretching into your outer hip, your outer thigh. And then pushing yourself back up, swapping sides. And sitting back. So just having a play here. You can really push your knee down, using the wall for support and stretching those thighs, sitting back as much as you can. Really good. Slowly coming back up. Okay, give yourself a shake. Well done. So we are ready to do some pelvic floor breathing and then relaxation. So you can either be on all fours, you can be on your forearms. Making sure that you're nice and comfortable and relaxed is the most important thing. So your back wants to be straight and you just want to be in a position where you can kind of focus on breathing without feeling too uncomfortable. So you're going to draw your baby back towards your spine. You're going to hug your baby nice and tight. And you're going to just breathe in and out through your nose. You're going to breathe in and out for 10. So 10 breaths in and 10 breaths out. Keep your baby hugged tight. You may want to go tighter as you just kind of go through the breath. You may need to lift those lower abdominals a little bit more. You may just have that space. So just explore and check in. I sometimes find it easier to tighten if I'm already breathing and I'm already kind of in that. So just have a play, be curious. Keep your baby hugged in. And just start to relax into your jaw. So licking your lips, rocking your jaw from side to side, big yawn. And then just blubbering your lips, letting everything go. So hug your baby in again and breathe naturally. So breathing in through your nose, hugging your baby in. And then I want you to blow the breath out and release your baby 30%. Keep that last, 70% in. Keep your baby tight. Just add a bit of pressure. Engage. Draw your baby in a little bit more. Now we've got your baby held in 80%. I want you to release half of that, so down to 40%. Blow the breath out. Keep your baby there, 40%. Take another inhale. Keep your baby at 40%. This time we need to release another half, so down to 20%. Keep your baby in for 20%, but just release 20%. Your baby's still there, keep breathing. This time I want you to let everything go, blow all the way out through the mouth. Really good. Sit back in your child's pose, knees out to the side, and stretch your arms out. Taking a deep breath in, sighing the breath out. And again, in and out. In and out. Very good. Okay, this time we're going to have lying on our side, so almost like a Pilates clown position. So you're going to have your knees bent, your feet behind you, and just bring yourself down so that you're comfortable. So you can have your head down on the floor, or you can be resting with your head in your hand. And you're going to have your feet together, your knees together, babies hugged in. And you're going to just lift your right foot, so your top foot. So whatever your top foot is, you're just going to lift that foot up and down, and up and down, and up and down. And you're going to breathe in, hug your baby in as you lift up and release. Breathe in and release. Now this time you're going to breathe in as you're together, breathe out. You're going to lift up. Okay, so your whole leg's going to lift up. Breathe in, hug your baby in. Breathe out, lift up. Just have a play here, just exploring how it feels. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Doing 2 more. In, hug your baby in. Exhale, blow. In, hug your baby in. Exhale, blow. Really good. Give your leg a shake and just keep everything moving. Great, bring yourself back up. So we're going to do the other side just so we're equal. We're coming onto your opposite side, laying down. Make sure your knees are in line with your hips, not forward. You want to be nice and open here. Baby's hugged in, coming down, and maybe having a hand on your baby if it makes it easier for you. So squeezing your legs together, hugging everything in. Exhale, lifting up, release. In and release. In and release. In and release. One more in and release. Really good. Okay, bring yourself back up to seated. We're going to do relaxation, so finding a comfortable position. You can lay down, you can stay seated and just rest against the wall. I'm just going to give you a nice guided resting visualization, almost meditation. We won't put that label on so that you don't get panicky. So finding a nice relaxed position. If you can have one hand on your baby, have one hand on your baby, otherwise wherever you're comfortable. Just start to allow the breath to come in and out, gently moving, almost wave-like, nice and fluid. And as you start to relax and calm and let the breath come in and out, just bringing your awareness to where your baby lives, so your womb. And just checking in, having a little look around. What does it look like? How does it feel? How does everything move? Slowly and fluidly, calm and relaxed. The sound of your heartbeat, a constant reminder that you are there, supporting, loving, and growing your baby. You are your baby's home. Everything you need, everything your baby needs is right here. You notice your belly expand as you breathe in. You acknowledge that breath, that loving kindness that you're sharing with your baby. Feel yourself relaxing, feeling your facial muscles relax, your jaw, your eyelids and eyebrows, your lips, your tongue just sits inside the roof of your mouth. You let the breath come in and you let the breath float out. As you breathe in, you send breath down to your baby. And as you breathe out, your baby sends that breath back through you. That exchange of love and nourishment just fills you with nice warm feeling. You give yourself a smile. Nothing you do will disappoint me. I have no preconceptions. to what I want to see you be, or what I want to see you do. I wish only to discover you. You can't disappoint me. Just let those words settle. Allow those words to come into your consciousness. And then do with them what you wish. So maybe sending them inwards, sending them down to your baby, or just using them for yourself. Just allowing the breath to come in and out, soothing, resting and calm. And then when you're ready, slowly making your way back up to a seated position. Trying to stay nice and relaxed. So we can seal our practice. So coming to a nice seat, growing tall through your spine. One hand on your baby, one hand on your heart. Fold your chest down. Namaste. Thank you very much.